Hey guys, Happy New Year! Welcome, my brothers and sisters. Just wanted to greet you all with love and let you guys know that I'm so excited for this new year. And I wanted to start it with a self reflection video as well as letting you guys know my 2019 intentions. So, let's get started. So, I asked you guys on Instagram if you guys wanted me to do this video reflecting back on 2018, and you guys agreed and said yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer you guys' questions that you DM'd me about, and then I'm gonna go over some of my intentions for this new year. So before I begin, I did want to let you guys know, hi, my name is Andrea, and you can find me on Instagram at plant-based babe. I'll go ahead and link it either on the right side or left side, but it will be there for you guys to find me, as well as below in the description box. I live in Southern California, and I welcome all of you guys, and thank you so much for watching. One of you guys asked me, did you always live this lifestyle? And the answer is no. I actually started this lifestyle in 2017. I believe it was September of 2017. I started this lifestyle. I'm not sure if you meant fitness or veganism, but regardless, I did start my fitness journey about almost 2 years ago, and then I started my veganism journey September of 2017. So I'll go briefly over both of those. So my fitness journey, I started back in 2017. Before I started, I did not go to the gym consistently, or I would have like periods of times where I would go for 2 months and then stop for 6 months and then go for 1 month and stop, and then I just stopped going for a few years, and then I was just getting overweight. I was getting really self-conscious about my body and myself, and I just wasn't happy, and I was in a really dark place in my life, and a lot of things were happening in my life that I'll go over in a different video because it's a bigger topic to go over, but I was definitely not in a happy place, not in the right state of mind, and I wanted a change. So one day a light bulb went off, and I said I was going to go to the gym, and I went that night. I went to the store, I got gym clothes, and a gym bag, got my water, and I went to the gym with my friend, and we would go like 6 days a week, and from then on, I just kept going, and I don't know, it's just something about being healthy and being fitness. It's more than just, hey, look at my body, or like it's more than just like the outside, the external. It also helps internally, and I learned that with fitness, and I learned that it's so much more than just being active and healthy. It helps me spiritually, and it changed my life around. So fitness and health have been a huge part of my journey and lifestyle. With that being said, I also went vegan. So being vegan definitely helped me morally, because I went vegan for 2 reasons. One is because of course, the animals and the earth. I just saw a lot of things that I didn't necessarily agree with, and I didn't like what I was seeing, and I always knew that it was wrong, but for some reason I would still eat what was given to me, what was put on my plate, or what was the norm at the time. So for me it was normal, but I just figured out on my own that it wasn't right, and I didn't want to be part of that anymore. So I went vegan for that, as well as noticing that when I would eat meat or dairy, I would feel sick after, and I would get stomach pains as well as migraines. So I completely transitioned my eating, and It wasn't hard for me at all. It wasn't hard to drink, you know, almond milk because it tastes really good. I actually like almond milk like a lot. So it was really hard for me to transition to go vegan at all. It's actually something that I highly recommend to everyone. And I will definitely make a separate video on that. If you guys want to know more, I'll go into more depth with that. But to answer your question, no, I definitely did not always have this lifestyle. It's something that just recently happened, but you know, it's the best decision that I've made for myself, and um, I think everyone should definitely transition to life to make themselves happier and to live a more positive lifestyle. So if you guys want, I can do another video to that, so just let me know. So the next question one of you guys asked was, what was your biggest lesson of 2018? Um, it's a hard one. I feel like all of them were biggest lessons, but basically the biggest lesson for me would probably be my self-love journey. And I think, actually, I know that is my biggest lesson because I feel as if we're always learning and growing, and we're always going through constant battles daily. And so just because one day you're happy doesn't mean the next day you're gonna feel the same way. Every day is different. We try our best to, at least I try my best, to always be positive, but I am still learning. You know, we're all learning, and we're doing the best that we can. So I think a lot has to deal with your mentality, your mind, and just your overall self-love journey. Because for me, I learned that it wasn't all that I thought it was gonna be. I mean, there was days where I would cry. There was days where, you know, I'd be stuck in the fact that I didn't understand why certain people were leaving my life. And I had to learn the hard way that it's meant for a reason, and just because certain people leave your life doesn't mean that you didn't do the best that you could. So I lost a lot of friends, you know, because of my journey, and you know, I'm not the same person who I was before. I'm definitely not. I've changed, I've grown, you know, spiritually, I've grown mentally, and I've grown physically. So I'm not into a lot of the things that I was into before, and I've changed my life around. And so I think, with that being said, when you have a group of people or one person um, that you did have, you know, mutual, I guess, agreements or things that you guys all connected with, and you're not really into that anymore, it's kind of, you kind of grow apart, you know. And I think for me, it was the biggest lesson, my self-love journey, because I lost a lot of people who I thought would be in my life forever, you know, or at least a good period of time. So I think I learned the hard way with friendships and just different relationships in general, because I was growing and I needed some space for myself. I needed some space to grow by myself, and let I kind of let them know ahead of time before I went on my self-love journey. But I guess sometimes, you know, we have to understand that everyone's different and everyone reacts differently, and not everyone's gonna always be there. So it's just do what you have to do, and the universe will, you know, let whoever is meant to be in your life stay in your life, and whoever's meant to go, you have to let them go, because there's no reason why you should go and run to people that don't want to give you their time of day anymore. You know what I mean? So I guess that would be my biggest lesson, is letting go of people who no longer serve you, and let the new relationship bloom. So I think I had a little trouble with that at first, but I'm working on it, and that's something that I hope to conquer this year, is being open to new relationships and letting them bloom and giving them the time, and making sure that I don't allow the past to haunt me, I guess. So moving forward and connecting with new relationships. The next question is, what's your favorite place you visited so far? So I didn't visit a lot of big places last year, but one of the biggest ones that I'll always remember would be Zion National Park. I got to go with my boyfriend and his family, well, his mom and dad, and honestly, it was the best time of my life. The next question is, this one was, I have no question, but I miss you and I'm always proud of you. Your hard work and achievement. I love you. Well, I love you too, royally. And thank you so much for the love. And we're definitely going to have to plan a dinner or lunch soon, because I'm having like withdrawals of you. So stay tuned for that. And then the last question I had was your transition to veganism, which I did answer previously. Sorry, I had to take a break. My throat was acting up because if you didn't know, I'm sick. Well, at least I'm sick right now. Let's go back to that question. So, goals accomplished this year. So, I've gone to many different events, but the events that I've gone to were spiritual events, which is pretty cool. So, just like self love, healing, like some self love workshops that I've gone to. I went to a self love workshop hosted by Andrew Sanchez. Hey girl, what's up? um, if you guys are interested in going to some self-love workshops and you need some healing, I definitely recommend to check her out. She's a wonderful friend of mine, and she's completely amazing, and such a genuine person, and you can tell that she puts a lot into her work. And I definitely recommend, if you guys have the time, to go to some of her workshops. So that was some of my goals, is to go to some of the workshops, as well as opening up more, because I feel like for so long I was closed off and shy, and I didn't really want to talk to strangers about my self-love journey or things that I was struggling with. But I was able to open up to them, and I received so much love and no judgment, and it was so beautiful, and it's definitely something that I'm going to continue and definitely be doing for many, many years. A really exciting goal for me to reach is to be open and honest. So that's definitely a really big goal that I got to accomplish this year, and I think it took me a few years to do that, but I finally did it, which was great. And then the last part of your question was future endeavors. So this one, me and my friend July, and I will be conducting some business meetings very soon with some very important people. I'm not going to go into full detail because I don't have all the information set in stone yet, but we are working on something really exciting that we want to host this year. So if you guys want to know more about it, you guys definitely follow us on Instagram. I'll link hers below, as well as mine, so you guys can keep up. But other than that, that is all the questions you guys asked. But for now, I'm just going to go over my intentions for the new year. So my biggest intention for the new year is to really be grounded, because I feel like I kind of struggled a little bit with that last year, but I know what I have to do to stay grounded this year. I've been having really vivid dreams, and a lot of different signs that I've been seeing. One of them being in my throat chakra. So I've been off of Instagram for a little bit, but I want to get back going. And I think a part of the reason is because I needed to take some time to step back and look at the bigger picture and see what it is that I wanted to do and what I'm wanting to bring to the world that can benefit people. And that's definitely my story, and definitely me being able to speak up. So I'm definitely going to be more active on Instagram now that I know kind of what direction I want to go. Um, I'm going to be more open and honest with you guys. I don't want you guys to think that I have this perfect lifestyle and that I'm always positive, because I'm not always positive. You know, I'm a human. I struggle with things as well. So I'm just going to be open and honest with you guys, and I'm going to speak up, and I am definitely going to stand up for what I believe in. So yeah, I think my New Year's intention is to speak up and live in my truth, and don't be afraid to live in that just because others don't agree. Of course, like I previously said, is building new relationships and not being afraid of the hurt that I had in the past. So that's a New Year's intention. I want to have some time set aside for new friendships to bloom, and not always be so work, 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 or gym, gym, gym. I mean, of course, I want to be consistent, but I need to make time for relationships to bloom, and I'm ready for that this year. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna end with that note. Like I said, I'll definitely go ahead and make that intro to veganism video if you guys want to know more about my veganism journey. Um, Stay tuned for that. So, I'll probably put a poll on Instagram to see what you guys think. But other than that, if you guys have any more questions, you guys know where to reach me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.